Hey everybody, it's Dave back in the tiny kitchen. Tonight I'm going to show you how to make a pan-fried hamburger. Don't get confused, it's not going to be one of those crispy things your mom used to serve you. This isn't going to suck. So why don't you take a few steps closer, we'll dive on in and do this together. Alright, so to make our pan-fried burger, we're going to do a couple of things. First, let's talk about the beef. You know, most folks just go to the store and buy whatever's on sale, whether you get it from a tube or out of that package with that tampon thing on the bottom that sucks up all the meat juice. At the end of the day, beef is beef. You get what you buy. I like to buy an 85-15 blend, so you get a good bit of marbling, these little white chunklets in the beef, and you get just a good mix, 85% beef, 15% fat. That when we throw it in the pan, we need no additional oil or anything like that. To go with it, I also made some bacon earlier today. It's thick cut. I bought 4 strips from the butcher and I cooked it up, cut it in half. We're going to chop this up and add it to our burger mix. We're going to caramelize some onions, throw those on top to go with our tomato and some lettuce. In addition to that, I made some steak fries, which is the oven baked fry recipe, which was posted previously to go along with this. So sit tight, I'm going to chop this bacon, we're going to mix it up, then we'll form our patties to throw in the pan. All we're going to do is just chop this up. Got our chopping knife. Doesn't have to be perfect, these can be good coarse little chunklets. Just going to put them. Alright, so you might be asking yourselves why we're not seasoning it now. I like to have everything mixed together in the same bowl before I start throwing in my seasonings. Some folks like to take the old onion powder in, but since we're going to caramelize some onions, I don't want to do that. We're also going to take the old salt pepper approach, give it a good seasoning. I don't want it to turn into meatloaf, as some people do, or those little hockey puck, crunchy, you can knock on the countertop with it because it's just hard and gnarly. We're going to make some good, delicious American man food. So let's start by dumping in our bacon. And now that we've got our bacon in there, let's work it in a little bit with the old beaters. Now, when it comes to your ground beef, a lot of folks, when they're making the hamburgers, they pound the hell out of it. They make those weird little patties that look like they came out of the Play-Doh machine. And we're not trying to make Play-Doh hamburgers. We're not trying to squeeze it through like spaghetti. So just mix it up just enough to get everything incorporated. And then we're going to find our old towel. Clean up our hands right quick. And we're going to throw in some salt. This is sea salt. I like the way sea salt rolls around. I'm also going to take fresh cracked black pepper. Whatever you got to make your burgers taste the way you want to is what we're going to do. And this is what I like to do. Let's put these off to the side. We give it another little mix. And we're going to do something a little different that a lot of you may not know about. A lot of folks take the ground beef and they put it in their hands and they make a little patty. We're not going to do that today. We're going to do something different. What? Different? What's this crazy guy talking about? So I'm going to grab my plastic wrap out of the drawer. Alright, so we've got our wonderful plastic wrap that we picked up at the old Kroger. And we're going to take out a pretty good piece, maybe 15, 18 inches. Going to cut that bad boy out. Going to lay it on our countertop. Man, I hate plastic wrap. This stuff always... Let's try this again. Get the old plastic wrap out. Come on! Oh my God. Well, maybe just do the job. And yes, I'm laughing on the inside. Anyway, so we have our plastic wrap, then we get the old spoon. I like this one with the claws on it. Take our scoop of meat, and boom. Right in the plastic wrap. You may be asking yourself, what is this dude doing? Well, check it out. A lot of folks overwork their ground beef when they're making burgers. They smash it too flat or work it too much. It's not Play-Doh. We're not trying to make Play-Doh hamburgers. So we're going to use this plastic like a mold, so to speak, just to give us some shape. It kind of contradicts the whole Play-Doh hamburger thing, right? But you'll see what's up. This way we get it nice and uniform, make a little ball. Now that we've got our shape, take the old man hand, flatten it out, take it against our burger bun. We want it to be just a little bit bigger than the bun so that as it cooks, it fills the whole bun. So that's one. I'm going to make a few more. I'll show you how to light the grill, or rather light the stove. Okay, so we put the bacon in there with the bacon already being cooked to prevent the bacon from not being cooked when it's on the pan. Does that make sense? If not, you ever try to cook bacon with anything else? It takes forever, it renders a bunch of fat. And while bacon fat is delicious, it really is. I mean, we could make bacon out of anything, or put bacon in anything, like bacon mayo, which we'll do in a upcoming video. Absolutely amazing. I wanted to have the bacon in here pre-cooked because it's already smoky, seasoned, and that fat, as it renders down even further, will help amplify the taste of the burger. Now I may start to cry while we do this, and I need you not to laugh like you did when I struggled with the stupid cellophane. But that's okay. I'm going to cut this bad boy nice and thin. So the next step is to take the onions from the cutting board, put them into our frying pan with a little bit of butter. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is to get our pans hot. So let's start by getting the cast iron skillet going first. Now I like a nice low flame when I'm cooking burgers in the pan. This way we get that nice caramelized ground beef on the outside instead of that crunchy hockey puck. Oh my god, I can't believe I burned my burger experience. And then we also need to get the pan for our onions going. So I'm going to start that on a bit of a medium heat. Now each stovetop is different. Like my knob here says low, but if you look at the underside, that thing's cranking. At the same time, you can see small little wispies coming off our pan for the burgers. So we're just going to start throwing these in here. Now with burgers, I cannot implore this enough. Do not touch the burger. This is going to be for you folks who like to poke things with the tongs and the tweezers and the spoon. Don't touch them. We throw them in there on the low. We're looking to get a medium grade cooking through here. Medium doneness. And we're just going to let it go low and slow and do its thing. But in our pan with the butter, you see the butter starting to brown. Take our onions. Throw those in there, let them cook up a little bit. Alright, so with the onions, you're not going to need to do a whole lot to them. Just let them cook and do their thing. They will wilt a little bit and cook down in the butter. What I'm doing here is just breaking them up so they can do their thing. Take a look at the burger. I haven't touched it, haven't poked it with a wooden spoon, haven't given it any love. It's just there doing its thing. And that's okay. Another minute or two, we're going to flip it. Some people say they want like 3 to 4 minutes per side. I want to do in my old cast iron pan maybe 5 minutes on the first side, so we get that nice caramelized exterior, and then we're going to flip it, and after that we're just going to leave it alone. I did pick up some mild cheddar cheese to throw on top, so we're going to do that. But when these two bad boys come out, I'm going to do 2 more. That way I make all the beef that I prepared. So stick around and enjoy. Take a look. Alright. Now we'll just do this business on this side, and let's go take a look at the onions. Alright, so it looks like our onions are about done to the consistency I'm looking for. You can see some of that caramelization from the butter there. I'm going to turn the burner off. And we're just going to let these sit and hang out for a little while. Our burgers have another few minutes, and then we're going to take them off and put it all together. Alright, so now it's about time to take our burgers out. I wanted to put on some of that cheddar cheese I was talking about right after I put them inside, but let's get these bad boys out of here. Notice how that fits the bun, nice and clean. Now we have the most important spot going on, the most important piece of information. When you take the burger out, before you do anything to it, before you touch it, before you cut it, before you play with it, just like every other piece of meat you cook, you let this bad boy sit for a little while. So there you have it. Pan frying hamburger with some of the steak fries from our oven baked fry recipe. Brought to you today, real time, from Dave's Tiny Kitchen. Thanks for watching.